At the end of this week's Parshas Noach, we learn about the episode of the Tower of Babel. And when we read through the psukim, it's very unclear. Where did they go wrong? What was their sin? All the psukim tell us they wanted to build a city. They wanted to build a tower that was so high that it hit the heavens. What's wrong with that? The Midrashim tell us the motive behind building this tower was that they wanted to get up high into the Shemayim in order to wage war against Hashem. The Zohar suggests that there's a deeper meaning and understanding behind their motive. The pasuk says, "V'yered Hashem liris es ha'ir v'es ha'migdal asher banu b'nei ha'adam." Hashem descended to check out the city and the tower that the people were building. But the word b'nei ha'adam doesn't just mean people. It means b'nei ha'adam, the sons of the man. Who's the man? The man that we're referring to, the Zohar says, is the first man ever created, Adam HaRishon. Why are we bringing him into this? What does he have to do with the generation of Babel so many years later? And the Zohar says there's a connection between the sin of Adam HaRishon and the sin of this generation that built this tower. What was Adam HaRishon's sin? Adam HaRishon had one commandment: don't eat from the Eitz Hadas. There were so many other fruits, delicious food for him to eat. But the Nachash, the snake, the Yetzer Hara, convinced Adam HaRishon to eat from this fruit. How did he do it? He told Adam HaRishon that if you eat from the Eitz Hadas, the one forbidden fruit, then you will become godly. And Adam, being the most spiritual being that ever existed, all he wanted was spirituality, hearing that he could become like a god on such a high level. That was very enticing for Adam, and that's how he fell, and that's how he came to eat from the fruit. Adam HaRishon, his flaw was that he limited Hashem. Hashem surpasses the physical world. Hashem is not comprehensible in our minds, in our physical terms. And when Adam felt or was convinced that through eating a fruit he could become like a god, he was limiting the awesomeness of Hashem. He was thinking of Hashem in physical terms. He was thinking that a human, as spiritual as Adam was, it's possible for a human to reach such a high level like Hashem himself. And that's where he went wrong. That was the root of his sin. The people of Babel that built this tower, they fell for the same trick. They also were thinking of Hashem in physical terms. They felt that Hashem is a being that's we could relate to an extent that we can wage a war against him. Of course we can't wage a war against Hashem. But they were thinking in a physical way. They were guilty of being humans, that humans only think in physical terms, and Hashem, which is totally out of this world. Hashem is not tangible. There's nothing physical, there's nothing human about Hashem, and there's nothing godly about humans. And therefore that's the connection between the sin of Adam HaRishon and the sin of the generation who built the tower. On a much lower degree, we can all relate to this sin. How often do we place our trust in our own capabilities? How often do we place our trust in the professional capabilities, the doctors? For example, a person's sick, and you have full trust in the doctor. It's almost making the doctor a little bit godly. He has the power to heal us. And we forget about the fact that Hashem is the one who has power to heal us. Hashem is the one that's pulling the strings behind the doctor, for example. Or we place our trust in powerful people, or in our money, or in our talents. And we're almost making it resembles this sin of thinking of Hashem, or thinking of godliness in physical terms. We have to remember that Hashem is the one who runs this world. Hashem runs this world independent of us, and his power far surpasses anything that we could ever comprehend. And when we recognize that, then we will fully avoid this chet, this sin of Adam HaRishon and of the people of Babel. Have a wonderful Shabbos, and thank you for listening.